Yes, ndewo. So n'ụbọchị taa ihe m chọrọ ime I want to upload clips and videos of different locations here in Europe where responsible people engages themselves in different kind of activities to be able to earn their lives in a very legitimate way. Yes, so this is similar or here in Europe only. Both in America and South Asia and even in Africa, hustle is the same thing. Onwebe definition of hustle, so we change, all the same. But energy, this one, this is specifically recorded in the areas of my residence. Gila now how ndeji different kind of machines regional push you the snow. When they were on snow gonna throughout the night. They sit up. Yahoo had to be 5 hours or 6 before the dawn of the day. They drive the snow plows and they start to push the snow to clear the main road and the pedestrian paths. These are not jobs for robots, they are human beings like you and I. These are the job that is apportioned or assigned to them to do. And then they do it with gratitude, and I'm grateful to God for providing the snow. And then this snow have alternatively provided jobs, job opportunities for them. Without the snow, they will not have this job. That's how it goes. And in our example of different kind of work areas, you will see different kind of things people do in life to be able to earn living. Bus drivers, taxi drivers, cleaners, dispatch riders, all kind of things. Everybody have to, all hands is on deck to be able to keep the city alive and also to earn a decent living. For those who have the courage, I'm not talking about lazy people. So, by the grace of God, I'm talking from experience and part of the system. So, agamishe ihonye me anaya kadati ngare edere ya ni ihonye me na ya dere ya echeela m aka nakwa m na-eche Mike na-eche Chinedu nakwa na-eche Joe Ike na Franca. What is their plan? Basara, what is their response? Basara my own claims about their involvement in whatever has happened to Joe. Because I don't, with what I see and with what anybody can see in these videos, anybody go for any na Europe, about 10,000 kilometers, spend a huge amount of money from Africa, but in Europe to hustle. To be able to save up this kind of amount of money. Yes, the final day, save actually go. Ya one near one, but my honaka, where eriri were jimabo onwe ya ma ọtaba n'ime mmiri were jigbuo onwe ya. Memakwana ya kpọrọ onwe ya innocent little boy adịghị homini jejegbuo. How the plan of the devil. I am making my inquiries. Agamishi Ike na Mike to be able to prevent the evidences I have that pin them to this crime. I'm not going to ask them not to continue, not to stop. To stop. They should continue. But God is the best judge. Because onwe ihe ga-eme ni Joe ga-ejiji gbacha mbọ tacha ahụhụ na Lagos. Joe nọ with Mike, like as I said, 1986. Papa anyị kpọ mama anyị lọkpụlo to village 1985. Through 1986, Joe Efichike Jemebeke Mike Jijenodi started to serve Mike. Mike alụbeghị nwanyị na Ejigbo. Joe moved to stay with Mike. Now, boy, that's our motto. Yes, Joe was the one that took care. Daga Mike amuchonwe ya nazo. Joe agba boy, make everything. Franca no there, Chinedu no there, Ike no there. Onwe onye ebeke m olu m onye adị adịnte je gere m. Onye kwa na chukwu dey to talk. Boro Joe jetige ya na back to school ka Joe jeje gwari akwụkwọ ebe papa anyị adịghị o nyere ya sufficient. because Joe did not even pass school start, as far as I'm concerned. He didn't pass. Tihu Joe to school. How come at the school in Tia ka Joe Jemuano? Franca could not suggest that. Chinedu could not suggest that. Ike could not suggest that. Nobody. Joa would have money memory. Ya huru, ya sancha, ya polishi mulo, ya mecha this, ya made that, everything. Among working bomoka, or more kissing, more kissing. Joa san, pardon, upon Hajj school. The child everything. Nothing was, no program was drawn to benefit Joe. This is wickedness. Like as I said, India Yoruba will never do that. This is one thing I know about them. One wedding hall, a dear more panebita. A dear more carpentry. Mike had that opportunity, but he didn't do it. Franca could not suggest that. Chinedu could not suggest that. Because they are all, in the same enclave of the satanic movement. Joa Managela, may would be your mom. Chineke una makebe. May God open hege do mondo. When hage me afum. When he Mike will not succeed over me by the grace of God. Franca will not succeed. Chinedu will not succeed. Ike will not succeed. I think hage me afu chukodi. Me would I haram egom jira haram would a fesanala. Henda mega Europe. But I home with egom would support all my brother. She would gama. Now enemy. Now one you go. Mike cannot even come out to say Chukudi Badiala, may God bless you. Franca did not. Chinedu will not. Ike will not. I won't suppose in Joe is sponsor Joe to Europe. How is Mike's responsibility? Joe did not do Kemeshi Mojo, Joe with Joe Jubilee to cope with the Kuramuni, Galamoji. No, never. But Chineke na Wadama Kebe, ENJ Kuf Agaya. I am saying it as a confession. May God be the one to judge. Chineke ga wani ibe. Nwanne nu nwoko esave ego. Shino biko ndi bageji ureji me ego ya. Aya chọrọ ịzụrụ ụlọ. Ka ya nwe tiga ya ụlọ for rent. Maybe were ego ya ji na support onwe ya. Onwere ike ya gajie ya were ya chichi lohu back. Ha gbara jeje nwaria ya. Nwa lay their spirit of their brother, tie ya were ya live here in memory. Poor papa mshi ekwesu fua. Joseph ejebe. My papa mejebe ekpere ahe. Nobody knows. Ma fimbato ma ndeke bi the other side of the compound. Onwe ebe na juju Mr. Joshi. Ekpere ije na enwe ekwesu fua. What is happening in your family? Ekwesu hapro mom. Ekwesu ajo mo shi ni me family mfo hapro mom. Fua ekwesu fu every morning sajo ane ekpere. Onwe papa mhuga. That prayer. I know I hear papa ma vumole ajo mo. Ihanya me na ya jota hisone ya. This is Mike's program. How regime Mike no maganguru. Agamishi ere kutula umaganguru against me for speaking up. I will continue to speak up. Aga neku to whenever I will never stop. Aga might continue. How just a part of the comment. If you are interested to hear what has happened to Joe and how this thing was done, it's up to you. I'm not doing these videos for anybody to subscribe and follow my stories. No, I'm doing it as a reading from the content of my diaries, and I'll continue to do so. I'll continue to document this thing. Adi Amama, because this matter Basra Joe, I am not going to allow myself to sweep it under the carpet, like as I did with Nkechichi, Nanke Stella, Nanke Mamam. Ndomaganguru happen. Ne gela hante. Happy ya shi Chineke jaka ya be mai kibe. On la ro ya today, na we fugitive no maganguru achiro logo e so machukodi. Shinkurogini kwoku. A matter that is not their own. How Omo Joseph Abara. This is what I'm supposed to do in defense of my own family, in defense of my own brother. I do another family unkuga. How my own father's children, my own blood brother. I don't know, but we are going to see how this goes. Thank you for listening and God bless.